guys, what's up? So Urban Decay was kind enough to send me their Prince collection. This collection was meticulously curated with the Prince estate and features exclusive, never-before-seen essentials inspired by his iconic style and unparalleled self-expression. So let's talk about the packaging. I absolutely love what they did here. If you cannot tell, these are all Prince song titles, and I thought it was just a nice little touch and a really good tribute to all of the amazing music that he put out there for us to hear. The packaging also shows his iconic Prince symbol. And here's what the Live Loud in Color collection looks like outside of its unicarton packaging. And in this collection, you will find an all-nighter waterproof setting powder, a liquid highlighter, a multitasker brush, 2 eye pencils, You Got the Look eyeshadow palette, and Let's Go Crazy eyeshadow palette. As you can tell, they kept up with the iconic Prince symbol, and it is just so stunning. All right, so now for the swatches. These are the swatches for the You Got the Look eyeshadow palette. This palette features super rich, ultra blendable shades that are all vegan, and this palette goes from pearly cream and sunset gold metallic to deep blue, purple, and black glitter. And here are the swatches for the Let's Go Crazy eyeshadow palette. And this palette extends from creamy iridescent violet to rich purple metallic and deep blue glitter. All of the shades in this palette as well are vegan except for 2 of the shades, which are Baby and I'm a Star. So I'm going to be doing 2 separate looks in this video using both palettes, but what I'm starting out with first in this first look is the liquid highlighter. I'm using the multitasker brush to apply this all over the face, and I just kind of wanted to give my foundation that glow from within kind of a look. And this multitasker brush is so amazing. It's super fluffy, densely packed, super soft, and it also has a tiny little hole in the center for where your product goes so it won't like slip and slide all over the brush. I went ahead and applied my foundation with this brush as well. Next, I'm going to be using the all-nighter waterproof setting powder, and this setting powder controls oil and shine for up to 11 hours, you guys. It is a vegan formula, and it also blurs the pores and blocks shine all day. I do, however, wish that they would have made this kind of a white universal kind of translucent shade similar to the universal blotting powder by Fenty Beauty, just because as you can see as I'm setting my under eye concealer, I'm kind of getting an oxidized peachy dark circle kind of look. I did, however, work with this product a little bit more the next day with the next look, and I liked it a lot better. I went ahead and set my face how I normally do with my translucent setting powder, and then I kind of used this as a finishing powder, and it did its job. It blurred the fine lines and it blurred the pores, so I really like the formula of it a lot, just not so much the color. So yeah, as you can see, I'm just trying to save my under eye area so I don't have to completely start fresh. So now for the eyes, I'm taking the far right shade, which is called Love to the Nines, and I'm just placing that into my crease and blending that upwards. So next I'm taking Sexy Dancer, which is the first shade of the first row, and I'm just highlighting my brow bone with this. I really liked how well these shades blended together. I barely had to blend these, you guys. They blended kind of by themselves, and it was kind of a breath of fresh air. So now we're going to go in with So Dark, and I'm just going to deepen up my outer V area of my eye. And as you can tell, I brought down Love to the Nines as well, just to kind of make it that much more smoky. Now I'm going in with Shockadelica, and I'm just placing that right next to So Dark. So now I'm going to go in with the golds in the palette, and I'm taking that darker gold first, which is called Get Off, and I'm just placing that right next to Shockadelica. And then here in a second, you'll see me go in with the lighter gold, which is called Endorphin Machine. And I'm just going to get lighter and lighter as we get closer and closer to that inner corner. And then to finish the lid off, I'm taking Crystal Ball and placing that right into the inner corner. So this collection comes with 2 eye pencils, but for this look, we're going to use So Dark, which is the matte black. Now for the lower lash line, I'm taking Bold Generation, which is right next to that black in the palette. It's kind of a smoky gray, glittery, yeah, it's just gorgeous. We're placing that on our lower lash line area towards the back of the eye. So to finish up that lower lash line, I'm taking the purples in the palette. So I'm taking the Artist first, which is a smoky gray purple. It's very pretty. And then we're going to go in with Groovy Potential, which is a purple that has gold kind of specks of glitter in it. It's gorgeous as well. So I added a purple lip just to tie in all those purples, and this is the final look for look number 1. Now for look number 2, using the Let's Go Crazy eyeshadow palette. What I'm starting out with first is Alphabet Street, which is the first shade in the palette in the top row. And I'm just kind of placing this in my crease and blending it upwards. Anytime I get a new palette, I have to cram every single shade in the palette onto my eye. So that's what you're gonna see today. Me cramming every single shade onto my eye. So now what I'm taking is Get Your Groove On, and I'm just kind of placing that towards the outer part of the eye. This is a super beautiful kind of purpley, pinkish, iridescent shade. Next, we're going in with When Doves Cry, and that's the middle shade in the top row. And I'm just placing that on my brow bone. This is a beautiful shade as well. It's a white base, but it has like these pinky purple flakes of glitter in it. It's so gorgeous. So next we're going in with Funk and Roll, which is right next to When Doves Cry. And this is a matte purple, and I'm just placing this in the outer corner of my eye. Next, we're taking Computer Blue, which is the last shade in that row, and this is a periwinkle kind of blue, and I'm just placing that right next to Funk and Roll. Now I'm going in with Indigo Nights, which is the last shade on the bottom row, and I'm just placing that right next to Computer Blue. Now I'm going in with DMSR, which is that second shade on the bottom row, and I'm just placing that on the eye as well. Now we're using the other eye pencil from the collection, which is called When Doves Cry, and this is a matte white. Now for the lower lash line, I'm going in with Delirious, and I'm just going to place that on the outer corner of the lower lash line area. Now to finish up the eye, I'm taking Baby I'm a Star, DMSR again, and Raspberry Beret, and placing those all on the lower lash line area. So to finish this look off, I applied a pink lip just to kind of tie it all together, and it totally slipped my mind, you guys, but I forgot to film the final look. So towards the end of this video, I will insert a photo from my Instagram of the final look. But I just want to say a huge thank you to Urban Decay for sending me this beautiful collection. I absolutely love Prince. Some of you don't know this, but I have him tattooed on my leg, and he is just a total icon and would be so, so proud of this beautiful collection. The Urban Decay Prince Live Loud in Color collection drops on May 27th, so go check it out. But yeah, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like the video if you like this, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll be back with another video very, very soon. Bye, you guys.